Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Last Window, The Secret of Cape West. Thanks for tuning in. Currently we're in a, this is, kind of oof situation because we were just talking to Will, that's his name I think, Will in the hallway, and he's like, hey, you should freaking stay away from that Dylan guy. He's just like, really loves digging up people's history too much, which is 100% accurate. And we were just about to go see Dylan, and Dylan probably overheard the conversation and is just bursting out of his room right now. So let's see what he has to say. I also skipped one line of dialogue by, on accident. I think he probably just said like, hey, or hide, or something like that. Huh? I noticed you were chatting to Mr. White just now. Yeah, that's right. What about it? It's not like we were blatantly loudly talking about you or anything. What were you talking about? Nothing, just greeting each other. Nothing suspicious. Really? It sounded like a very long greeting then. Yeah, we don't see each other that often. Are you sure that's all you did? Clearly he had his ear to the door, bated breath, he was totally listening. Even if it wasn't necessarily about him, I'm sure he just eavesdrops on people's conversations all the time. We know that he does. We know that he's a professional at that. As far as I knew, you and Mr. White didn't even know each other before. It just seems strange that you'd spend so much time with a person you barely knew. Why is it any of your business? Like, he could only be acting this way if he's trying to goad information out of us because he knows what we were talking about. Otherwise, he has no right to act like this. Listen, Dylan, were you trying to eavesdrop again? Yeah, see? Eavesdrop? You have a nasty habit of always being around when people are talking. How many times have you been conveniently located nearby while I'm having a conversation? Right, Kyle, stick it to him, that's weird. He's being really weird and overstepping boundaries, like he's being weird. It's happened once too often for my liking. It's not like that. Maybe he just has the whole place bugged. I think it's time you came clean, Dylan. I haven't got anything to come clean about. You really expect me to believe that? Well, speak up, I can't hear you. I really haven't gotten anything to tell you. Spit it out now. Why are you trying to listen in on my conversations? Because he's a detective, maybe, ex-detective, so he wants to, like, hear more information on our past or something? Please, tell me what you think I've done, Mr. Hyde. I don't take too kindly to being accused without a good reason. Is this another situation where I have to find evidence? You what? Oh, snap! Oh, snap! Now, I'm all aboard with Kyle. He has been way too nosy. My favor has tipped to the unfavorable side for him, for sure. Dylan looks dumbstruck as he returns to his room. He's overstepping his bounds. Like, even if he's not eavesdropping, I guess, like, he's just overstepping his bounds with everything he says and does, whether he's, like, rattling about our past to other people, asking too many questions about our conversations, like, no, even if he's not eavesdropping constantly, he's overdoing it. Okay, well, I don't know what to do now. Wait, this is a new session for me, so I'm trying to remember what my goal was. I don't remember what my goal was. Let me see if looking in my inventory will help me figure anything out. Reward letter, no. Funeral photo. What was I doing? I feel like I was there to talk to Dylan. But there's no way he's gonna talk to us now until we have something further. Okay, give me a second to get my bearings because I don't know what we're doing. BRB. Cutting back in really quick. This might not lead to anything, but I literally just went back to knock on Dylan's door to see if something would happen. So, who is it? I can hear Dylan's voice ring out from within the room. It's me, Kyle Hyde. I don't want anything to do with you. Okay, that's what I figured. Dylan, we need to talk. Now open this door. Go away and leave me alone. Damn it, Dylan. Open the damn door. Dylan. Oh, okay. We must have needed to do this. This is such a drawn out. Yeah, okay. Got it. I hear the footsteps of somebody approaching from down the hallway. Oh, hi, it's you. Last person I wanted to see. No, you go away. Will you kindly keep the noise down? I mean, why would you want to make such a noise outside a person's room at this hour? You're just being a nuisance to everyone. I've got business to take care of with Dylan, but he refuses to open the door. And what is this business you have with him then? Has he done something? It's between me and him. Huh? Somebody from behind? Suddenly, the door to 304 swings open. Oh, okay, why are we looking behind us? Maybe we're facing away from the door to yell at, Frank. Oh, hello, Mr. Hyde. I didn't know you were still here. What do you mean you didn't know? It's nothing for you to worry about, Mr. Raver. My buzzer's busted, and I can't always hear when a guest arrives. Even in this situation he's trying to cover for us, that's not swaying my opinion right now, Dylan. It's not. You're in hot water, mister. I see. So it was the buzzer. You spent so much time fixing other people's things, maybe you've neglected your own. Frank makes his way back to his room. All right, mister. Come in. We can talk inside. About time, too. I'm sticking with my guns. No, we're not letting him get away with all this anymore. Seriously. Listen, Dylan. What do you want with me? Why'd you suddenly decide to open the door and let me in? Simple. I didn't want Mr. Raver to start jumping to the wrong conclusions. That's why. You know, he used to be a detective. He'd just go around poking his nose in, like you are. I've noticed that you use the word detective a lot when we talk, Dylan. Oh, do I? Can't say I've noticed. He's obsessed with detectives, that's what it is. It may only be a hunch, but are you fixated on me and Mr. Raver? Because you're really into cops and the lifestyle that goes with it? Exactly! And maybe you'd like to tell me why you're also keen on monitoring the other tenants. It's natural. Everyone likes to know what other people get up to, no? Sure, we all get, like, interested, and sometimes people can be into, like, gossip and stuff, but like, not to the extent that you are. You're going too far. That's all it is. I'm not some sort of stalker, you know. Sure. Sure, buddy. Dylan, you went to Lucky's Cafe today, right? Yeah, I went down there. So you'll know all about the letter I found there, too. Letter? What letter? The one that was attached to the underside of Table B. Ah, right, that letter. He knows about it? Wait, him acknowledging it is really strange. That letter? So he does know about it. Just as I suspected. Tell me everything you know about that letter. I don't know anything about it. Don't lie to me. You put it there, didn't you? You think I put it there? You bet your ass I do. What's so funny? Listen to yourself and your stories. My stories? Yeah, they're amusing. So, what did the envelope have inside it? Was it some sort of clue to something? Dylan! Come on, Mr. Hyde, what did it have inside? You can tell me. I can keep a secret. No, you I know you damn well can't. Come on! Let me stay silent. Please, Mr. Hyde? Can't you just give me a hint? You can tell me something about what you found, can't you? Not until you tell me how you know about it. Give it a rest, Dylan. I've just about had it with you. We're through talking. Huh? What did I do? I must have made a mistake. Oh, I'm sorry I gave you the wrong impression. Didn't mean to get you excited over nothing. I'll catch you later, Dylan. Was I supposed to do that? It's just like how the others act. They treat me like I'm some sort of idiot. They think I don't know anything. Dylan, I might have made a mistake. I might have made a mistake by doing that. But they're wrong, Mr. Hyde. I know lots of things. Wait, the interrogation music is starting. Maybe this was supposed to happen. Such as? Like I knew that there was a letter stuck under that table. Yeah, how did you know? Aha! So you do know something. Who left it there? Tell me. Sorry, even I don't know that. Shame. If you knew that, maybe we could have talked some more. Mr. Hyde, why are you so keen on finding out about that letter anyway? Forget it, Dylan. We've got no more to discuss. The letter may not have had a sender, but I know it didn't come from you. Huh? The letter didn't have a sender? Mr. Hyde, are you telling me that you received an unmarked letter too? Too? What are you trying to say? I'm trying to say, did you receive a threatening letter as well? Threatening? Well, he knows something. I'm sure of it. Threatening? Okay, well, what kind of threat we talking about here? Who's being threatened? Maybe you should just forget I said anything. Too late for that, Dylan. Is somebody in this apartment being threatened? Damn, I didn't want to tell anybody. See, this is just full proof. He can't keep secrets. He can't keep secrets for crap. I'm never trusting you with anything. Who is it? I can't say. Even like things that he didn't find out directly from me, he's still telling everybody about my past. He found out about a newspaper and he's like, oh my God, it's free real estate. I'm gonna tell everybody. Oh, tell me. It's her. Mrs. Patrice. What? She's being threatened? Yeah, that's right. Why would somebody want to threaten her? I haven't got a clue, but I can tell you for a fact, somebody is doing just that. Ugh, there I go again, running my mouth off. Yep, it's a problem. It's a problem, Dylan. Now what am I gonna do? I really didn't want to tell anyone about the threat. Yeah, how do you know about any of this? Eavesdropping, bugging. You've got bugging devices everywhere because you're the handyman. So you've got an opportunity to go everywhere. You can enter people's rooms under the pretense of fixing things for them and put a listening device. I'm begging you, Mr. Hyde. Please don't breathe a word of this to anyone. I'll see what I feel. How did you know about the threat to Mags? I came across it one day. Came across it how? I'd gone to Mrs. Patrice's room to fix something. Then I put a bugging device there, and there was a phone call. I can tell you that the phone call in question was definitely threatening. You picked it up? Was it like, okay, I'm in here without Mrs. Patrice? Unless she was there, but anyways, I'm gonna follow through with my pretend scenario. I'm in here without Mrs. Patrice in here to fix something, and oh, she got a phone call. I'm gonna pick it up just to see who it is, and without saying anything, the person starts threatening me, and they don't know that it's not Mrs. Patrice on the other line. Like, is that what happened? Because that's definitely not probable. It only lasted a short time before cutting off, too. Mrs. Patrice, okay, so she was there, but he was there to overhear it, but could he hear what the person on the line was saying? That would be kind of hard unless you were like super close. So, Mrs. Patrice's face turned pale, and her hands began to shake. From that point on, I made it my job to look over her. It was also from that time that unmarked letters and packages began to arrive. Not long after that phone call, Mrs. Patrice had made her decision to sell this place. So, does Mags even know that you were there to witness the threat? Has she mentioned it at all? I don't think she registered that I was there. I just kept quiet as a mouse. Hey. You think this is a game? Do you think it'd be bad for you if she knew? Sure, let's go with that. Do you think it'd be bad for you if she knew? Of course I did! If she knew that I'd overheard that phone call, so he could hear— Does he just have like super good hearing? How did he hear the words over the phone call? Again, you'd have to be pretty close. That or like the volume has to be pretty loud, but I don't know how loud the phones were back. I don't know. She'd certainly stop asking me to perform all those little maintenance jobs around here. Not only that, I'm sure she'd have made me leave way before we all vacate. She's that kind of person. I know plenty of her secrets, Mr. Hyde, and I'm not just talking about the threat. Why? Why are you knowing everybody's secrets? You need help, man. You need help. What kinds of things do you know? Stuff about the past? I could tell you things, Mr. Hyde. Things about Mrs. Patrice's past. Then enlighten me. Everyone has a past, all right, but hers is more interesting than most. See, he's so willing to spill things. I mean, we're being kind of bad, like pushing into it and asking more about it. That's kind of the nature of Hyde, and sort of, you know, we have to do that as the player. But like, yeah, Dylan is just so willing to spill things about people so easily. Oh my God. Here we go. He's doing it. I know you don't exactly trust me, Mr. Hyde, but I can assure you, I did not send you any unmarked letters. I want you to believe me. I'm not the sort of person who goes around threatening others. Is that so? It is! If you think it'll help you solve this mystery, I'll tell you about Mrs. Patrice's secrets. On one condition, though. You share with me what was in that letter you found. So, have we got a deal? I'll think about it. I've got somewhere to be. He looks so insulted. He's like, oh, he didn't jump on the chance? How could he? Who could resist that offer? Certainly not I. I make my way out of Dylan's room. Oh, man. He is trouble. Why'd Dylan have to go and set me off with all that talk of secrets and stuff? And Mags, could she be connected in some way? Connected to the incident that happened all those years ago. I think it's time I gathered my thoughts about all that's happened. Oh wow, how far into the game am I? I might be halfway at least? Maybe things end on New Year, who knows? December 22nd. Ed woke me up with a phone call in the morning. He said he was willing to take me back to work for Red Crown, but on one condition. What did he want me to do? Sell more than 2 items, sell items to 2 tenants, sell 2 items to 1 tenant. That's so confusing, to 1 tenant. Okay, that's so confusing. Okay, right, that's what he said. He told me to sell items to 2 people in this building, then get him on the phone. Once I'd completed his task, I called him to let him know. I also took the opportunity to discuss the mysterious order sheet I'd received. Ed eventually agreed to let me pursue the order and tried to locate the Scarlet Star. He went on to tell me the reason why the police had reopened my dad's case. He said the case had been reopened due to a connection with a crime syndicate called Nile. Right, it was called Nile. Nile was the crime syndicate Bradley was investigating undercover 4 years ago. Exactly how this syndicate was connected to my dad's death was something that neither I nor Ed could imagine. When Frank came to collect the cassette tape I got from Tony, I asked him why he was so keen on investigating what happened 13 years ago. Instead of answering, he gave me a picture and said to stay away from the people in it, which would entice me to further investigate the people in it. I still don't know why he let me keep a copy of very important evidence. I recognized 2 people in the photo. One was Marie, and the other was Rex Foster. Right. It was a picture showing a scene at a funeral. There was a much younger Rex among the other attendees. It seems that Rex knew about Marie 13 years ago, and that's one of the things I intend to investigate from now on. On a message left on my answer machine, the recipient of the item was revealed. For information on the reward, I was told to look under Table B in Lucky's Cafe. When I did so, I found that somebody had attached an envelope under the table. In addition to the letter that explained what the reward was, there was something else. The other item was an old newspaper extract. Right. There was an extract from an old newspaper inside the envelope. It contained the story surrounding the case where my dad was killed. The letter said that the reward for finding the item was the truth of 25 years ago. This was an offer that certainly got me thinking. When I reread the letter, I noticed something unusual about the typography. I applied some pressure to Dylan when asking him about the unmarked letter. We're gonna just skip over the fact that we found out that Rex and Betty were dating. That was huge. He said that he didn't know anything about it. He went on to say that there was somebody in the building who'd received a threat. The person who received the threat was... Right. Dylan told me that someone had issued a threat towards Mags. Dylan also said that in exchange for information on the unmarked letter, he would share some more of the secrets he knew about Mrs. Patrice. I wasn't ready to commit to anything at that moment, so I left. Now, there are even more mysteries surfacing in this building. I have to deliver the missing item to whoever's responsible for Kathy McGrath's murder. The reward for finding it is the truth of 25 years ago. I can't stop wondering what the sender of that order sheet really wants. What am I going to find out by unraveling this mystery? Who in this apartment had a part to play in the events that happened in the past? What little I'd managed to put together in my head's come apart. I have to start again and try to uncover the whole truth behind what happened 25 years ago. We're here behind you all the way, buddy. We're here behind you all the way. But yeah, this is getting real twisted. This is getting real twisted. There's so many things to think about. Yes, let's do it. Still though, again, I can't believe he glossed over the fact that Rex and Betty are dating, because that's suspicious as all hell. That's suspicious as all hell. There's definitely, he's got to have a motive. There's no way, I mean, it's too huge of a coincidence, so I know there's an ulterior motive behind it. It can't just be like, ooh, we just happen to really get along, and now we're dating. No way. I don't buy it. But I mean, Rex did have a previous connection to Marie that we're only just discovering. I didn't find it too suspicious. Oh, is that Tony playing it? Are we listening to his music? Because if so, that'd be pretty great. That'd be pretty great. The killer is who? I'm getting distracted. Here, let's just let this play out. JK, now there's no text to think about. December 23rd. Oh my gosh. It's almost Christmas. What the heck was I saying? I didn't question Rex having a connection to Marie 13 years ago too much because, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought he said something like the fact that they were already looking into Marie 13 years ago when the initial, like, murders happened. So, like, she was already under the radar, but it's possible that they didn't mention that, and it was, like, he's like, oh, I wasn't the one on the job that time, but I am now. They got me on the job because I'm an expert at what I do. I'm not really sure, so I didn't really question it. Anyways, it's actually the end of the episode, so let's start off chapter 6 in the next one. Oh my goodness. So I was also kind of surprised that we did cut off the conversation with Dylan. I feel like normally when we have those interrogation type sections, it's sort of because we're ready to really push for something to come out. So we just kind of have this full-blown conversation and we like reveal a lot of things, expose a lot of things. So it was surprising to me that Hyde wasn't ready to commit. And look, that's realistic. That's exactly how I would have felt in that situation. I'd be like, I don't really know if I'm comfortable with this, if this is what I really want to do, if you're the right person to talk to, because we're literally having an argument with each other right now about how you freaking run your mouth too much. So I'm glad. I'm glad that he bailed from that because again, I feel like that's what people would normally do when put in a situation like that. I don't know, Dylan. I hope he can redeem himself. It's too troublesome. It's too troublesome that he's just so willing to cross boundaries for the sake of his own curiosity. I really just think that's just such a terrible trait. Anyways, join me next time. This is Axis, over and out.